Wade Keller is going to have a report about John Laurinaitis. He would write, his current good standing with Stephanie is, quote, Steph still sees John as the golden boy, whereas Vince sees through it. It might be because John was never around before Steph was a boss, so he treats her with respect, whereas others still see her as daddy's girl on a high horse. You know, that's something that you've talked about a little bit, in older episodes, that it was a challenge for some of the office personnel, perhaps yourself included once upon a time, when you knew her as the little girl that you used to, see over at the McMahon compound. And now she's a player. What was her relationship like with John Laurinaitis in this era? And, what can you tell us about Stephanie sort of coming into her own as an executive in the company?
Well, I think that, John was new and John hadn't had that relationship before. So John coming in, John was just doing his job. And again, it was the most thankless job in the company,
right?
In talent relations. Everything falls on you and everything's your fault. So John was just doing his job. And a lot of that was dealing with Steph and the creative at that time. But again, you look at everything that Steph has done, and especially now, it was all new then. It was all brand new. And like anything else, people would sit back and go, oh my God, they don't understand. You got to earn your stripes. You're new. You're 4 years old. You're 4 years in the company. Well, a part of that is true. You forget about the other 25 years living the life of the company and being surrounded by it her entire life. So for someone with, let's say, 8 to 10 year veteran in the company, and this kid comes in that, they're only there because they're in the family. They forget about the experience and the education that they received at the foot of the people making those decisions for their entire life, and how all those decisions affected their entire life. So I'll take that experience over the Harvard graduate any day of the week. And that's just life. I think that's human nature and how people look at things sometimes, without the realistic look of, okay, well, maybe give them a chance, and just because they're young doesn't mean they're stupid.